my dad called me the Joker, like, cause I'm just so I'm misunderstood for real.
Right.
Like, you know,
Right.
people wear these masks, and I don't think that I wear a mask. You know, I think that like I just don't have time to constantly be sad. You know.
Payments no playing, we heard you was slacking, and I get that front end, back end, back end. I got your bitch trying to tap in.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Y'all know what the fuck going on. It's your boy Tap Dub of the Tap Podcast, and I'm back with another episode. And as y'all can see, I'm in the front of the beautiful city of Cincinnati, sitting with my boy, the one and only, Banks, man. How you feeling?
Feel blessed, man.
Blessed is
You
the
know,
word.
Blessings, man. You know, it's a lot going on in the world these days, in the city. You know, so just be living, man. For real, I feel blessed. Blessed to be alive. Blessed to continue to work. Blessed to be able to wake up.
Hell yeah.
Blessed is like my motto. More life.
Yep, big tap energy right there. I love to hear it, man. So while we got you on the Tap Podcast today, we're gonna do a quick tap in to who Banks is as an artist, as a person, and you know, just see what you got going on. You know.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I'm a young soldier, bro. Like, I'm an artist, rapper, you know, writer, YouTuber.
Oh, you get down on the YouTube bag?
Yeah,
too?
I do everything for real.
I
Like,
didn't know that.
cook. I went to culinary school.
Mhm.
You know, I write a book. I'm working on a book. Write scripts.
Wow.
I'm really just like whatever I can get my hands in type person. But my main career is music.
That music for sure.
Music is like, that's my first love. Like, that's my best friend.
Hell yeah.
Saved my life, for real.
For sure, and I want to dig deeper into that. Now I have watched you've done a handful of interviews, so
Absolutely.
people have already, you know, tapped into your brain, and you've answered a lot of different questions. So I don't really want to repeat too much of the same stuff, but I do want to have you explain on our platform how you got into music.
Basically, I was just like, you know, that's what's that commercial? If you're sitting at home watching YouTube, you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Get off here. And I'm like, man, I feel you, dog. Like, but I had been in school, you know, prior to that, and it was just like college just wasn't for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? That 9 to 5, that 9 to whatever, 8 to 4, 8 to 3 lifestyle just like wasn't for me. And I was always in entertainment, like whether it was music, like I said, TV, reality. I'm big on like expression, like big on expressing how I feel or whatever like that. So I started watching I started paying attention to like things that I watch and I liked. Like I was watching the rap game, I was watching MTV's VH1 sign, you know, MTV
All the classics.
videos, all the little MTV raps, like all the little rap stuff, and then like my boy,
Park and stuff like that.
yeah, man, music, bro. Just like I'm a live performer watcher. Like I be on YouTube watching like all the little throwback live performances and stuff. So I just
What's
like
the most recent one you done watched?
the most recent one I watched is probably JID's the Dreamville, the Cole and them, the tour that they did. And that was just like iconic. Them niggas different, man.
Yeah, they different.
My
Side
favorite
note,
one I watch all the time is Lil Uzi Parental Advisory Tour at the 2000 back in like was that like 2013, 14, 15.
Dang, that's a wild
And
one.
he was just clowning, bro. Like he was just clowning. But yeah, that's like, and I just started writing, like writing, making beats. I actually tried to make beats first, like, and
Before you ever rapped?
yeah,
Okay.
I ain't never wrote a rap to a beat before. I was just freestyle, you know, with the squad in the car. Yeah, you know what I mean, rap.
Like just
sign.
for fun with the
Yeah.
homies type shit?
But I always was that one who like realized like I can really flow for real. Like
Right.
it was an image thing. So then I went to college with my boy Kyrie, and you know he wasn't even like pushing his music at the time. It was just basketball, and I was in basketball management, and like we just kind of like always crossed
y'all
paths.
was still with each other.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, we weren't nowhere near cool like we is now, or like knew each other for real, but social media, like, you know, he stayed doing music. He started doing music. I moved to Columbus. He moved to Columbus
Right.
for basketball. He stopped going for basketball. I started making beats, and we just kind of just connected, and we linked up. It was just easy, you know. The chemistry was just easy, and he kind of like pushed me, like, bro, you should rap. Like, you really should rap. And I was just more of like, man, that ain't my image. You know what I'm saying? I was more so protecting my, like, not my image in sense of like rapping is bad. It was just like that character, the judgment.
Yeah, you gotta like become a rapper.
Yeah,
you gotta be an artist and
understand
live that shit.
Yeah, that feedback gonna always be a thing, bro. Like, whether it's good or bad, you gotta know how to take it. And then I realized, like, bro, that's life in general. So, fuck it.
For sure.
Shit,
And that's tapped right there. That's what we like to call tapped on the platform.
Yeah.
So listening to your discography, you what, an EP and 2 tapes in at this point?
Yeah, yup.
So what I can gather from your music is that you are, 1, very versatile.
Yeah.
And 2, positive.
Yeah, for sure.
You have a strong message with pretty much every song.
Yeah.
Why is that, you think?
I just feel like, you know, it's when anything that's negative, it's a positive outcome. You know, anything that you've been through, the light is always brighter at the end of the tunnel. So like, I always try to embrace that and understand I'm not the only person that go through stuff.
Heard you.
So when I go through it, it's like, my goal is to let people know, like, you can go through this. It's nothing. It's
okay.
nothing. You know, it's nobody's perfect. It's worse things going on, but what you going through don't make it okay. You know what I'm saying? Just be able to embrace that and channel that energy and understand if you wake up tomorrow, that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like I said, blessings from there.
Blessings.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, man, it's pretty hard, bro, to like, not necessarily always keep a positive mindset, but like the more I'm an artist, like the more I go through stuff, the more I wanna talk about negative things. Not necessarily say it's negative, but like
More
let people
darker
know
things,
this goes on too. You know what I mean? This ain't peaches and cream, bro. Like,
well, answer this for me, because obviously you have like different methods of coping with it.
Yeah.
Music is obviously a big one. That's a no-brainer. But can
sure.
you tap me into your brain as to how you cope with some of those hardships with life?
go back to what you love. Go back to what you was doing before you started doing music. Go surround yourself around your loved ones. Like do things that you remember that made you happy.
Right.
Like that's anytime my artists reach out to me, they be like, how you manage? I be like, bruh, what was you doing before you started doing what you doing? Like what was happy? And like for me, like I said, reality. Like I'd sit around and binge watch a TV show and be cool, like just laying around, not thinking about nothing.
Right.
You know, people in the entertainment field, they lose track of life. Like sometimes you forget, like you still gotta go through life. You still gotta wake up, shower, get dressed, and live your normal life. Like go back to
outside of
just go back to the norm. You know, because this fast-paced life can get distracted sometimes. Like just chill, like chill out, eat. You know, watch some TV and learn something. For real, read a book, watch some movies, talk to your family. And that's the most important thing for real. Go back to what you originally was like happy about. Like,
yeah, I heard it first from Banks, man. Y'all gotta tap into y'all roots when y'all going through some things, man. It could open your mind and potentially relieve you from some of those hardships.
Biker gang, good for shit.
We got the biker gang pulling up, man. We got Sons of Anarchy in this motherfucker. Alrighty. I promise this will be the last time. So, Mr. Banks. It seems like you're representing BTB Records.
Yes,
talk about that a little bit for me.
BTB Records is like, it's a method, you know, be the best records. And like, a lot of times when we say that, it might come off as like cocky or like, be the best, you know what I'm saying? BTB, you know, we ain't even, when we say be the best, it's like, be the best version of yourself. Be the best, whatever you want to be. Like, just go and do it and live your life, you know what I mean? It's 4 artists, me, Kyrie, Rebel, Day Butter. And like, we family, bro. Like, you know, it's a real, like, family. Like, it ain't no, like, just group of people who just met, you know, want to build a team type shit. Like, it's like we really, like, family. Like, we do life. We've been through life together. Like, you know, we done seen the worst of the worst together. Yeah, we argue, we fight, we record, we'll go to a show, rock it, come home, do the same thing all over again.
Hell yeah.
And we just a group of people who share similar experiences and want the best for each other and ourselves. Like, and that's kind of what BTB is. It started with my boy Kyrie, you know. His granddad used to always tell him, like, be the best. Like, be the best version of yourself. And he just kind of put that knowledge on us. so we want to put that knowledge on everybody else. And the most respectful, like humblest way. Like, cause when people think about being the best, it's like, oh, you trying to be cocky, be all this, whatever. Be the best.
Hell yeah, that's top right there. That's
Sure.
top. So just to step outside of the music a little bit, I actually peep you into pop culture and movies.
Word.
From listening to your music and just like researching you. So you got a song called "The Wood" on your tape, man.
It's my favorite
and that's
movie,
my
man.
movie, man.
It's
Like
my
that
favorite
is my movie.
Like,
talk about that, man. How's the Wood? How you connected to the Wood?
man, as a young man, like, especially young black man, like, I know every young black group of friends, man, they like boys at the time or whatever per se. We all can relate to that, bro. That movie is so like, I don't care, bro. Me and my homies, like my two friends that I grew up with, like I quote that movie so easily.
Yes, it's so
without
super
even
relatable.
thinking about it.
And
like,
it's set in an older time from when we even grew up. So.
Exactly. And we all can relate to that, whether it's like not even necessarily like the gang violence, the parties, the women, you know, you got your homie who a ladies dude or whatever, the one who wanna be, but he really a lover boy. You got the goofy guy, and then you just grow with each other and you peep like careers tendencies that they had.
Right.
People that movie right there, it just made me realize like it's really life. Like a lot of movies be life for real. And when I say tap into what used to make you happy, that was one of them movies. Like when I was in college, bro, I used to watch that movie every day.
I'm sorry they took it off Netflix.
Man, what? Man, I used to watch that every day, bro. Every single day with the homies. Like, like I said, you could just relate. Like macking, hang it. You feel me? Like that movie had so much relatable lifestyle for me.
Right.
And then like, you know,
Black
get
Cash.
caught up in some shit that you ain't trying to get caught up with. Black cash, you know what I mean? And moving to a new neighborhood, you know what I mean? Being an outcast, feeling like you gotta be somebody you're not, but you being accepted by people who understand you and stuff like that. So that movie got a lot of good key points in it, man. A lot of good key points. And they stayed, one thing I love about that movie, they stayed grounded. And they stayed
what you mean by that?
Like they stayed solid. Like they out them three was solid, you know, they stood up for each other and they always held each other accountable for what they did. Each and every last one of them. Like even the only thing that I'm like weirded out about that movie is we ain't never see Slim and Roland parents.
Oh,
like
yeah,
at all.
that
like
is true,
we ain't never know if we never knew anything about them besides
the
Mike in the school and their
their
relationship.
Yeah, that's
that
crazy.
was pretty much it.
Yeah. I guess it was because it was from Mike's perspective, but it still could at least show their parents or something
at
like
the
that.
wedding, you
just
know,
a little bit
later down the line, like something. It was just
the Wood Part 2 gotta come.
Man, what?
Them niggas.
I ain't even gonna lie, probably. Nah, keep it as a classic.
Yeah.
Keep the way some movies you just can't touch.
Hey, you ain't lied about that one, man. Yeah, Top of seeing Banks. What you watching nowadays?
Man,
shows, movies, whatever.
I'm watching
podcasts,
shows. I'm more of a scary movie person. I do watch podcasts every Tuesday. Tariq and Braden off Power Ghost. They podcast is super like motivational for me because like as a entrepreneur, like they be bringing on all the cast and like they be just talking about their journey and how they started, and like it shows that the grind is real, you know. Even with Mary J. Blige, even with like Method Man, you know, going to these call casting every week and get rejected. You going in the room full of other people who just as amazing as you.
And them people are like already famous. You
Exactly.
would think that it ain't even about that. You still gotta have that skill and that work.
For sure. And that's why I always say like put yourself out there. Like so yeah, I watch a lot of that. I watch a lot of like I'm big on reality, bro. Like I ain't
reality shows?
Yeah.
Okay.
And most people when I say that they be like, "Oh, you watching like reality?" And I always gotta break it down. Like they always say it's fake. Like, and it's like movies is fake. You know, the news fake.
Yeah.
I mean they break it down to certain levels, but like reality, one thing I love about reality TV, yeah, it could be fake, it could be scripted, but it's somebody else's reality. You know, like I done watch. I used to be very judgmental back then, bro. Like very judgmental, man, because I thought that's what the world was based around.
Right.
You know, growing up being judged and feeling judged, but then you start watching other people's journeys and like the stuff that they go through and the suicidal thoughts. Like with it being Suicide Awareness Month, you know, that's something big for me. Like, cause people be thinking I had those thoughts. Like, I ain't never necessarily had those thoughts, but I definitely lived some dark ass days. Like, I'm sure everybody can relate to that, where you just feel like
for sure
nothing is, you don't understand nothing. The world is
nothing's
against
connecting.
you. You know,
feel like everything you trying ain't
it
working.
ain't working.
That's a
you know,
horrible
like,
feeling.
And I think with us, like, you know, the brothers, we just so hard on ourselves, man. Like, cause we want it, and cause it's in our face every day. You know, especially with social media. So that's something big that I always want to get out there, man. Like, take a step back and breathe, understand you ain't alone, and just vent. I come to places like this,
This
solo,
super relaxing,
and just chill and just
come
back to life, like, you know what I mean?
That's very tapped, and it goes back to what you were saying earlier about that grounded and going back to what you love whenever you know you're going through something. So I can peep, like, you don't just say stuff. Sometimes people just say stuff because it sound good, but like, it connects with you.
Man,
it definitely connects with you.
You know, I be trying to chill. Like, I'm a goofy person, you feel me? You see me, I be out. My life is like really a movie for real. But
I was sorry you ran out of food that one day. This is so out the or like off the track.
Yeah,
but
I be selling food,
food,
culinary. My fault, man. I got you next time.
Hey, make sure y'all tap in. What's that? That's not Somerset, is it?
What was that? That was Homemakers Bar.
Yeah, Homemakers.
Yeah, I be selling food every Wednesday. I was there last night, and I be at Bloom on Sunday selling food too. Like, I try to just stay connected in every networking way, and I finally found that balance of music and food, because I'm selling food where I work. So that's that too, man.
You into any animes at all?
Nah, Dragon Ball Z, but I know that's like the basic
classic,
ones that everybody always say. But yeah, I was
just with your mentality, bro, man. Anime has a lot of like keep going messages in it and get through adversity and power up and level up.
My homies, they watch it, and like, I mean, it's not that I don't watch it. I don't turn it on when I'm at home. Like, if I'm at my homie's house, like, they'll watch it, and I be tapped in, but I don't be like necessarily. I won't go home and watch it because I got my own like stuff that I watch. I really don't even have the time no more, man. Like, I watch like I said, Raising Kanan, The Shy right now, like those type of shows. I just watched rap shit, that Issa Rae show. That show was fire.
What about like Marvel? You into any of the Marvel?
Hell yeah.
Marvel versus DC. Which one?
Marvel, but look, Joker.
Okay.
I called myself the Joker. Like, Why So Serious? I made a song called Why So Serious. Like, the Joker is like one of my favorite movies of all time, other than The Wood. The new one, like that movie, The Hate U Give, The Wood, and Freedom Writers and Joker is all
Freedom
like
Writers is gas.
Them movies, man. I like movies that like hit me, bro. Like, it relates. Like, and I grew up. My dad called me the Joker, like, cause I'm just I'm misunderstood for real. Like, you know, people wear these masks, and I don't think that I wear a mask. You know, I think that like I just don't have time to constantly be sad. You know, so I laugh. I'm happy. You know, I'm sad when I'm sad. I'm happy when I'm happy. When I'm sad, I'm happy, because it's like I can snap back into reality real quick. But that movie right there, bro, like, I feel like the Joker is DC, bro. I don't care what nobody says. Him and Batman.
Some would argue like, Batman is.
Yeah, but there's no it's like, it's no Batman without the Joker. There's no Joker. It's really no Batman without the Joker. It's like, and that's why I can't wait for the new one to come out, because everybody was like, it's trash. I'm like, bro, it's not trash. It's just not what y'all used to. Y'all used to seeing the Joker with all the antics and they actually showed like his life, like what he sees, what he been through, his disability, his everything. It was just like, I related. So, you know, that's like
tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Marvel though, Marvel got that shit on lock.
Yeah, Marvel got that.
They got it on lock. They gonna be worldwide for that. Like, they never gonna end. Marvel, they ain't even put X-Men in the movie yet.
It's so
and
much
that's
more
a
to
whole goddamn.
I'm totally with you on the Marvel versus DC thing. I love DC. DC got some good characters, but Marvel is just killing it all over right now.
Stan Lee,
that's man. Stan Lee, Kevin Feige, all them.
R.I.P. Stan Lee.
Yeah, R.I.P. the GOAT, man. You got any dream collabs that you want to work with? Industry? I mean, even local? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, man. Local. I guess I'll start with the industry. My favorite rappers, J.I.D., Drake.
J.I.D. just dropped fire,
Man, oh
too.
my goodness.
I'm pretty sure you already tapped into
Man,
that.
bruh, waking up to it. I mean, if we talking like, cause like you said, my music is very versatile. Mainstream, I'm not gonna come up here and act like I don't want to work with damn near half the fucking industry. I want to work with all them niggas. I can go to each genre, each side. I can work with the Baby, Lil Baby, Dirt,
Could you
Drake,
pop grind?
J.I.D., J. Cole,
Pop song like Harry Styles or a Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, I'll do it, Nicki Minaj, all them, Chris Brown.
Banks featuring Adele?
What, Adele? I want all them, you know what I mean? Like, and to the young boys, you know, Lil Papa, Young Boy, all them. Like, I want to work with all of them, bro. Because I feel like there's something, it's something mainstream for a reason. It's something that they do that I'm not doing, or that I can't necessarily do, but I can bring my part to the table. And then in local, obviously, like, you know, I want to work with Skylar for sure.
Yeah,
she's so fire,
up.
bro.
She
like,
going up.
You know, it's
going up.
Like, it's a lot. I work with anybody if it makes sense to me. You know, Aaron Ray, I would love to work with Aaron Ray, bro. You know, he working with my favorite artist right now, Blast. Like, when I think he got that,
Blast is fire.
I'm like, bro, you got the Blast feature, bro. Like, that's just crazy to me, man. But Cincinnati, it's a lot of things going on right now in the city that I know I'm gonna be tapped in for sure. So I ain't really like, my time gonna come. You know, I like people be asking like, your mainstream features and stuff like that. I think that, like, by the time I could blow up tomorrow, I don't know. I think that by the time I get into that, it's gonna be a new wave of artists again. So I'm gonna want to work with them. You know what I'm saying?
The new art.
You know,
kind of like how music keep evolving. Since 2014, or I even say 2012. This last 10 years has been like crazy.
Man, no one thought that one class was gonna blow. Was that 14, 16? Kodak, 21.
That was the
what? All them. That class right there, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't see 21 evolving like he did.
He arguably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in that.
He's
like,
going nuts right now.
Like, it's hot to have a 21 feature right now.
Man, seriously.
Like, it's golden. It's
gold. Yeah, he going crazy too. Like, he talking. For sure.
Hell yeah, that's big, man. I don't want to cause up no stir in your group or nothing, but I gotta ask, who is your favorite person to work with that you've had on your projects? Like
on my
project, either the band or the band 2.0, or even Imperfect or your EP.
Okay.
Actually, earlier I said 2 in the EP. It's 3 in the EP.
Yeah. It's
sorry about that.
Nah, good. So I'm gonna just break down each one. So with Imperfect, probably my boy Dale, cause that While I'm Here song, it was like he kind of brought, like I said, when you work with an artist, you could tell when they, you know, want to perfect the craft on that song. He delivered, like, without. I like work with people that I ain't really gotta, like, not necessarily explain so much to, but like,
but
I don't want to have to do it for you too.
Creative entities coming together.
Like, bring a newer atmosphere for me. Like, when I hear your verse, I'm like, yeah, man, okay, I like what you did there, like, and that's kind of how it was with him.
While we on that While I'm Here, I actually had something quoted from there. You say, "I'm so high like a mountain, I ain't even hit my peak," and I feel like that was a powerful bar.
In that moment, I'm just like, love me while I'm here. When I say love me while I'm here, it's like, appreciate me now, cause I'm at an all-time high. You feel me? Like, I'm moving, I'm working now. Like, appreciate me while I'm here, cause you're not gonna get this gift when I'm gone. The only thing you're gonna get is, you know, not necessarily sadness, cause it can bring joy to some people, you know, cause they feel like
I'm
in a better place or whatever. But I still don't get that method. But okay, that message right there. And you know what? Shout out to my homie Amori. He our manager on our team. He inspired me to write that whole last verse, like, cause it wasn't even no verse. I just kind of left it at what it was. He was like, nah, you gotta go back in there and dig deep, you feel me? And I was just like, I had to go tap in, man, and just let it out. And, you know, I appreciate that for sure. And on the band, the original band, That's tough because that's a lot of good
it's a
features.
couple, yes.
I mean, obviously the Give Kids the World track.
Yeah, that's a powerful ass track in itself.
So it's a huge backstory behind the song itself. Like that's the real story. Like you know, I went to Disney World. I stayed on the land called Give Kids the World. You know.
Oh, I didn't even know that was.
Yeah,
a thing.
me being disabled, like I was able to go through the Make-A-Wish Foundation and stuff like back in like 2008. And you know, obviously as a kid, they like, you want to make a wish? I'm like, okay, cool. They come in here. What you want? I'm like, $1 million, nigga. Like, I want to be rich. Like,
Right.
they like, oh, we can't give you that. I'm like, bruh, why would y'all tell me?
why
You
would
know,
you say make a wish
don't
then?
give a nigga a wish if you can't give me the wish. Like, so I sat down with my mama, you know, my dad and them, and I was a kid. Like, I'm not saying I want to take back that wish, but I wish I would have thought of something else, like a fucking membership to
What
something.
was 2008 you gonna do with $1 million, man?
Man, I knew it was rich. You know what I'm saying? I knew me and my family was solid. Like,
Facts.
but at the time, you know, we went to Disney World, and like, so I stayed on this island. Like I said, I stayed on this island, saw a young king. He was sitting there crying, like he had Sudabar, like, you know, and it was basically an island for kids with disabilities, and like that really woke me up to like life, like, bro, it was all type of disabilities, bro, crying disabilities, laughing disabilities, like, just people paralyzed from the neck down, like. So when I walked in there, I felt like the most normal person, and you know, it made me appreciate everything, bro, like everything. So I stayed on that wave, and I just wrote a song about it, like Give Kids the World. You know, just literally a little boy crying, and I was able to talk to him, you know, and just start smiling. We were just having genuine conversation, and it took me, you know, that was obviously back in 2008.
Right.
I wrote that song like 2 years ago, so it took me a while to actually get that message across, and that's why I'm not even mad that it didn't meet the Space Jam 2 requirements, but I felt like if my name was bigger, it would have met that requirement. Because I mean, obviously the people that's on that album is just big artists, you know. So yeah, that's probably my biggest one from that. And the band 2.0, now this one I really knew, like, I'm doing this now, you know, I'm making music.
Favorite person on there to work with?
Favorite person on there that I worked with?
Don't get mad, nobody, man.
Nah, they ain't gonna get mad, cause they know what's up, man.
These on spot ones do be hard.
See, cause like the private show with Paris, like we got chemistry like crazy, but the wood is just so smooth. It's so smooth. So damn. It might have to be the wood though, cause like
the wood pulls through.
The way the song came about, like it wasn't like. But is it love? Like if you know the movie, you know, like when he broke down, cause I ain't even telling him to write nothing with the hook. I just wrote the verses, and the only thing I put in there was the Mac and hanging, and my boy Chuck T, shout out my boy Chuck T, he kind of came through and just enhanced that feeling, like. But is it love? Like Mac and hanging, is it really love? Like, is we in love or we just hanging? You know, so damn, that's probably that one.
The wood,
that's tough. The wood probably gotta take that one.
Yeah. Who was on that again? The feature on that?
Chuck T.
Chuck T.
Yeah, that man's amazing, bro. Amazing. He was on Give Kids the World too. That's crazy.
That's like a track. I feel like, it's just so. How do I want to say it? Like an industry level, just a great, powerful message of a song. I feel like that'd be some shit that they'll like play at like a school or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, and a lot of people say that, and it's like, I be wanting to push that record more, but I think that's gonna be a record that I come back to and push. Like when I do get into the right places, you know, I can still deliver that message, deliver that song, because it's like you said, it's powerful, you know.
Right.
That can be on a movie still one day, you know. Give Kids the World. It can be a movie called Give Kids the World. I'll write that motherfucker.
Exactly, and you, like you said,
I got the
like
vision for it.
Scripts and
so
stuff
yeah, for sure.
So
I appreciate that.
So yeah, talk to us about what's upcoming next on you as a writer, because you know you not only write music but scripts, books, and things of that nature.
Writing is important, man. You know, like with the books and the scripts, I got a book. I don't know. Yeah, okay, I can say.
All right,
I got a book called it's a book and a TV series called Senior Trip, but like living lifestyle. So like they go hand in hand. You know how you got the spinoff. So the book is called Senior Trip, but the series is called Living Lifestyle. No, the book is called Living Lifestyles, but the show is called Senior Trip because like what occurs in the book happens in the TV show, just more detail. So Living Lifestyles is basically a culture. Like it's a cultural book about cultures, you know. We only live and know what we know.
What we
you know?
around, what we exposed to our
That's
area.
why I'm tapped into reality so much. We don't really know what's going on with, you know, over. I mean, if you was to ask a little boy right now, like, you want to go to Africa, like, he couldn't tell you much, you know. And that's where that's his culture. That's where he really from, you know. Like, me and my best friend, we joke, like, if you could be in a different culture, what would you be? I always said Italians, because I'm big on, like, family, like, and, like, you know, just being around your family, Sunday dinners, all that stuff. Like, if she wrecked, she be saying, like white, you know. But it's two types of culture with white. You know, you got the Beverly Hills culture, then you got the poverty culture. So it's like, within that book, it's just talking about all that, bro. Like, it's so, all that disabilities.
From a lot of different perspectives.
Yeah, and I wanted to wake people up and let them realize, like, because I don't like judgment, but people judge, like, without trying to. You know, we don't really know we be judging somebody on accident. You know what I mean? They don't even have to be in a negative way. Like, whether they, like I said, skinny, tall, fit, athletic, you know, you can cook, you can sing, you can rap. My main thing be like when I was in school, I hated the pass-fail method. You know, like, how can you tell me that I'm not smart because I failed a test and I can't walk across the stage and get a diploma when I did everything else that I was supposed to do? You know, come to school. There's niggas who come to school 3 days out the week, and they just more educated, you know, than me. So that's why I always be teaching people, like, bruh, but people like, that's wrong. Like, how is it wrong? Who are you to tell me that that's the wrong way to live? Like, that's me and my parents butt heads so much about that shit, bro, because I'm a night person. I live nightlife. Like, me being out with the sun out like this is crazy to me right now. Like, I probably don't leave the house till like 5, 6 every day just because I'm a vampire. I always say that. Like, and my timing is different. And my mama will always, I don't know how you do that. That's the wrong way to live. Morning, you need to get up and go. How? Why? Why is that the way? Who told you that? That's just what you used to.
Ain't no rule book.
You know, and ain't no rule book
or
none of that. So, you know, I always tell people, man, just live. Live your life. You get one life. I swear to God, you get one life. You get one life, bro. Live it for you. Live for you.
Energy.
Don't be selfish, but like, live for you. That's not being selfish. Cause ain't nobody else don't do it. They gonna live for themselves.
And it ain't hurting nobody.
You know, it ain't hurting nobody unless you literally like dogging somebody. It's like, nah, that's just rude. You know, don't be rude. Don't be a dick about it. But live for you, for sure.
I love it. Talk to us about what's else coming up the rest of the year. You got any projects, any more performances?
Yeah.
Anything cool you want to talk to us about?
Yeah, I got a couple little things, man. I working on this little R&B EP.
Okay.
You know, I always try new things. I was gonna do the band 3.0, or what I called it, the band room.
Okay.
Cause I was gonna make it like part 3 of like the bands, and it was gonna be all about like R&B. And like the versatile things in R&B, you know, from reggae, R&B, you know, just all type of vibes. And I was just gonna work with ladies, but I'ma like, you know, enhance the men too. I just wanna rap. I just wanna rap and write,
with some,
you know, and let them sing, let them do their jobs on that. I got shows. I got shows almost every weekend, you know. So I'm not big. I don't really care about like. You know, people like, you get paid. Like, bro, sometimes I get paid, sometimes I don't. I just love what I do, you know. I be out here just networking. Plus, I don't want to just be in the house.
Exactly.
You know, so I do that. My album, Once Upon a Child, I was just working on that till like 6 in the morning last night.
Wow.
And now I don't got no release date for that, but like, Once Upon a Child, bro.
Tentatively by the end of the year, maybe?
Nah.
Can't even say it.
Next year. It's definitely gonna be next year. Cause I mean, I don't want to double down on the EP and the album.
True.
And plus, like, it ain't no, my story still being read. So it's like all about when do I want to stop that chapter, you know, and just get out of that. Cause my Once Upon a Child is basically about to be my life story, like, and all type of point of views.
Right.
You know, I'm talking from my mama point of view, you know, from my dad point of view, from my friend's point of view, and all that in one. It's so beautiful, and it ain't even nowhere near done. Like, nowhere near done. Probably not even. Probably every start. That's how it's not done. But when I say it's beautiful, what I'm seeing, what I'm visioning, what I'm creating,
Gonna be some shit.
it's magical.
Hell yeah, man. You got anything else for us?
Let me see.
Cause you named off a lot.
Do I got anything? I got a show on the 24th with Warmth, you know, Stylitics. Shout out Stylitics.
Yeah, make sure y'all tap into that. We'll have links for that below.
Yeah, I got a show this Saturday, King David birthday bash.
Okay then.
Continue to come get some food.
Hell
I
yeah.
sell food every Sunday and Wednesday. Bloom. Sunday is Bloom. Homemakers is Wednesdays. Host Somerset. You know, message to the people. More life, work, stay humble, and that's that.
Hell yeah. And last but not least, man, shout yourself out. Where can they find you at?
Find me at Instagram at I'm Just Banks. IMJUST B.A.N.K. Facebook Banks King Me. That might get changed, but you know, that's probably it.
Yeah.
Twitter, I don't really do too much on Twitter. No TikTok, none of that, you know. Backseat, go get it.
Make sure y'all go follow my boy on all his socials, man. I want to thank you again for coming on my platform and being able to, you know, give your piece
For sure.
and talk some real shit for the people out there, man, because I believe that they truly need it.
Yeah.
That's what this platform is all about. It's your boy Top Dub of the Top Podcast, and I'm bringing you that educational, entertaining, and motivational content on a daily basis. I'm tapped in with my boy Banks, and now I'm tapped out. Peace.
To make a few payments, no playing. We heard you was slacking, and I get that front end, back end, back end. I got your bitch trying to tap in, tap in. I made that bitch take off shoes for she sat in, packing her back. The little bitch all they nagging, back then, back in these hoes that have it.